Did you know that your body often gives out warning signals weeks or even a month before a stroke? It's true. Strokes are, unfortunately, one of the leading causes of death worldwide. And what's scary is that the symptoms can be subtle and easy to miss. You might brush them off as nothing, but recognizing these signs early can be the difference between life and death. Today, we're going to dive deep into 7 silent signs that your body might be giving you a month before a stroke. We'll talk about why they happen and what you can do to protect yourself. Remember, knowledge is power, and knowing these signs could save your life or the life of someone you love. Let's talk about blood pressure, the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries. When that pressure stays high for a prolonged period, we call it hypertension. And trust me, it's something you don't want to ignore. Think of your arteries like a network of pipes delivering vital blood to all parts of your body, including your brain. Now imagine those pipes under constant, intense pressure. That's what's happening with uncontrolled high blood pressure. Over time, this relentless pressure can weaken the walls of your arteries, making them more susceptible to damage. This damage can lead to a couple of dangerous scenarios. First, it increases the risk of a hemorrhagic stroke, where a weakened blood vessel in the brain bursts, causing bleeding. Second, high blood pressure can contribute to the formation of blood clots, potentially leading to an ischemic stroke, where a clot blocks blood flow to the brain. It's like a ticking time bomb. You might not even realize you have high blood pressure because it often doesn't have obvious symptoms, hence the name silent killer. That's why it's crucial to get your blood pressure checked regularly, especially if you have a family history of hypertension or other risk factors. Controlling your blood pressure is crucial in preventing strokes. Lifestyle modifications like regular exercise, a balanced diet low in sodium, and stress management techniques can make a big difference. In some cases, your doctor may prescribe medications to help manage your blood pressure effectively. Remember, taking your medications as directed and keeping those blood pressure numbers in a healthy range can significantly reduce your risk of a stroke. We all experience fatigue from time to time, especially after a long day or a poor night's sleep. However, if you're constantly feeling drained and exhausted, even after getting enough rest, it's crucial to pay attention. This type of unusual fatigue can be a subtle but significant warning sign of an impending stroke. Now, fatigue itself is a complex symptom with various potential causes, but when it comes to strokes, excessive fatigue may be linked to compromised blood flow to the brain. Remember, the brain is like a high-performance engine, and it requires a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood to function correctly. When blood flow to the brain is reduced or disrupted even slightly, it can impact its energy supply, leading to feelings of persistent tiredness and fatigue. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to run a marathon with restricted airflow. You'd quickly become exhausted, right? Similarly, when the brain doesn't receive an adequate blood supply, it can lead to feelings of overwhelming fatigue. If you're experiencing unusual and persistent fatigue, it's essential to consult with your doctor. They can assess your overall health, consider other potential causes of fatigue, and determine if further investigation is needed. Early detection and addressing any underlying medical conditions are crucial in managing stroke risk and preventing potentially life-altering complications. Our vision is precious, and we often take it for granted until something goes wrong. When it comes to strokes, sudden changes in vision can be a critical warning sign that should never be ignored. These vision changes can manifest in several ways, and they often occur quite abruptly. Imagine waking up one morning and experiencing blurred vision, as if someone smeared your glasses with petroleum jelly. Or you might encounter double vision, where objects appear duplicated, making it difficult to judge distances and navigate your surroundings. Another possibility is difficulty focusing, making it hard to read or make out details, as if your eyes are struggling to adjust. These vision changes are often due to compromised blood flow to the eyes. You see, our eyes are incredibly complex organs with a rich network of blood vessels supplying them with oxygen and nutrients. When a blood clot or a narrowing of the arteries disrupts this blood flow, it can impact the eye's ability to function correctly. It's crucial to understand that sudden vision changes, especially those affecting one eye, require immediate medical attention. Don't wait to see if it improves on its own. Time is of the essence when it comes to strokes, and early intervention can make a world of difference in preventing permanent vision loss. Our nervous system is a remarkable communication network, constantly sending signals between the brain and the rest of the body. These signals control everything from our movements and sensations to our thoughts and emotions. When a stroke occurs, it disrupts this intricate communication system, often leading to sudden numbness or weakness in the extremities. This numbness or weakness typically affects one side of the body, mirroring the side of the brain where the stroke occurred. For instance, if the stroke impacts the right side of the brain, you might experience numbness or weakness in your left arm or leg. The sensation can range from a mild tingling or pins and needles feeling to a complete loss of sensation and the inability to move the affected limb. This sudden onset of numbness or weakness is a classic stroke symptom and should always be taken seriously. It's your body's way of sending out an urgent SOS signal. The underlying cause is usually a disruption of blood flow to the part of the brain responsible for controlling movement and sensation in the affected limb. If you or someone around you experiences sudden numbness or weakness, especially on one side of the body, don't hesitate to call 911 or your local emergency number immediately. Chapter 5. Speech Problems. Communication is at the heart of human connection, and when a stroke affects our ability to speak clearly, it can be incredibly isolating and frustrating. Speech problems, often referred to as aphasia, are a common symptom of stroke, and they can manifest in various ways. Imagine struggling to find the right words, like searching for a specific item in a messy drawer. You know the word is in there somewhere, but you just can't seem to retrieve it. This is a common experience for stroke survivors with aphasia. They might also have difficulty understanding spoken language, making it challenging to follow conversations or instructions. In some cases, stroke survivors may experience slurred speech, where their words become garbled and difficult to understand. It's as if their mouth is trying to keep up with their brain, but the signals are getting jumbled along the way. These speech problems are often caused by damage to the areas of the brain responsible for language processing and production. The location and extent of the damage will determine the specific type and severity of aphasia. Chapter 6. Sudden and intense headache. Headaches are a common ailment, often attributed to stress, tension, or dehydration. However, a sudden and intense headache, especially one that comes on without warning and feels different from any headache you've experienced before, can be a red flag for a stroke. This type of headache, often described as a thunderclap headache, feels as if someone suddenly struck your head with a hammer. It's not the typical dull ache or throbbing sensation. It's an excruciating pain that peaks in intensity within seconds. In the context of strokes, these sudden and intense headaches occur due to a rapid change in pressure within the skull. In ischemic strokes, where a blood clot blocks an artery, the lack of blood flow to a part of the brain can trigger this intense headache. In hemorrhagic strokes, where a blood vessel in the brain ruptures, the leaking blood irritates the surrounding brain tissue, leading to inflammation and a sudden spike in pressure, causing a severe headache. If you or someone you know experiences a sudden and excruciating headache, especially if it's accompanied by other stroke symptoms like numbness, weakness, or vision changes, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. Chapter 7. Other neurological symptoms. The brain is the command center of our body, orchestrating a symphony of complex functions that keep us alive and thriving. When a stroke occurs, it disrupts this delicate balance, often leading to a cascade of neurological symptoms that extend beyond the classic signs we've already discussed. Memory problems are one such symptom. Stroke survivors may experience difficulty forming new memories, recalling recent events, or remembering familiar names and faces. It's as if their mental filing cabinet has been disorganized, making it challenging to retrieve information. Loss of balance and coordination is another common neurological symptom of a stroke. Walking might become unsteady, and simple tasks like buttoning a shirt or tying shoelaces can become frustratingly difficult. Dizziness and vertigo, sensations of spinning or tilting, can also occur, making it feel as if the world is literally off kilter. Nausea and vomiting are often associated with various medical conditions, but they can also be signs of a stroke, particularly when they occur in conjunction with other neurological symptoms. These symptoms are often triggered by the brain's response to the disruption of blood flow and the resulting damage. So, there you have it, 7 silent signs that could indicate a stroke is on the horizon. Remember, your body often whispers before it screams, and recognizing these subtle warnings can be life-saving. We've covered the importance of managing blood pressure, recognizing unusual fatigue, paying attention to vision changes, and taking numbness, weakness, speech problems, and sudden headaches seriously. These signs are your body's way of telling you something is amiss, and ignoring them could have dire consequences. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Spreading awareness about stroke symptoms is crucial, and together, we can empower more people to take control of their health and well-being. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative videos on health, wellness, and disease prevention. Until next time, stay healthy and stay informed.